Video number 2 of my sales adventure. My name is Natrishka and I've been learning about sales. I wanted to talk about lead magnets, and then it brings me to my failures and my findings. I wasn't consistent, and that's my first failure. Consistency. I felt like I was consistent. I'm like, I'm consistent, and I am consistent in many things. And I picked it up a notch once, one notch. But I didn't 10x that. I know people are 10x this, 10x that. And I didn't really understand it, but now I understand it. So that's my finding. My finding is to multiply it by 10. The effort that I am doing. Oh, I see a mosquito coming to land on me. Hi, vamos. My findings were, you think you're doing it. I think I'm doing it. And I need to put a little extra. I noticed when I completed one large task, I was like, but I'm not there yet. Will I ever be there yet? No, because it's an accumulating of these efforts, and realizing it's going to take a lot more effort, energy, actions forward than I thought. And all of those YouTubers are right of what it really takes. And not just YouTubers. If you look at, stories of old Hollywood, the stories of entrepreneurs, it's not that overnight success. We already know that. I already know that. There's so much more actions that I need to take. And so being a lead magnet, what is the lead magnet? I'm the lead magnet. You're the lead magnet. Relational sales and marketing. Someone said to me today, Natrishka, you don't have a big company with lots of employees. You don't really need to do sales. You just need to do you and do your content. And I'm like, yeah, but I want to be good at sales. I want to learn sales. I want to learn marketing. I want to understand. And I see it, we see it in advertisements. We see it here in Nosara. There's this one company, this family bought this coffee shop, and they have some other businesses. The amount of marketing, the amount of signs they have put up, good, bad, ugly, whatever, they're doing it, but it's the eyes. And another friend of mine, she said, you have to be on the top of the mind, on top of the head. She said, you have to be at top of mind. And it reminds me of all of these signs. And I've seen this for years, but these guys are taking it to the next level. There's signs everywhere. There's signs all the way, the freaking way far, 3-hour away airport. There's signs all over. They're bright, they're obnoxious, but it keeps you top of mind. And I've had this, comes to my second failure, not being on the top of mind and feeling like I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to be that one that's always in your inbox, always posting. And I have to let that go. This is a part of my execution. The word execution, I hated that word. You got to execute your plan, And it just made me feel like death, dying, this darkness. I'm like, I don't want to execute. I want to bring actions forward. And then I was like, Natrishka, you got to execute it. You got to kill your fear. Execution is the death of my fear, to execute the plan. And I'm a part of this sales and marketing leadership, it's called Leader, course. And one of them is 30 days of posting 3 videos a day. Got the homework a long time ago, got the homework months ago from the person that has developed this program. He's like, Natrishka, you need to be doing 3 videos a day for 30 days. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And okay, a lead magnet to lead you, to bring traffic, to lead you through the funnel, down the river, through the information. That failure was like, I don't want to be that annoying. But then I think about my emails and who are the people that I keep. Lizzie Jeff, love you Lizzie Jeff, this other breathwork teacher, and she's so fun and cool, and I don't open all of her emails. I'll open them randomly, certain things, but they're always there. It's not like I have to search for them. So they're there, and it's my choice if I want to do that. It's the choice, and it's the value. Do I always get value? No, I don't always get value, but I feel connected to them and have a relationship with them. And so if I am the lead, that magnetism is me being me. Song that I heard the other day. I am paid to exist. I am paid to exist. Then I was meditating different times. Every breath magnetism. I want to attract a really divine, connected partner that upholds the values and visions and is also invested in knowing that it takes work, a choice every day to love, and is fully in on the actions, not just like blah, 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 yes, 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 and then there's no actions. The actions are the 10x, the level up, the things that propel you forward. So my findings on my second failure of thinking that I'm being annoying, my finding is that I am being attractive. I am being the magnet. And in my meditation that day, I was like, magnetism. Wait, magnetism is the middle path. It's the empty space. It's the open void. It's the spine. It's that space between craving and aversion. Because when we're like, our mind is like, oh, I want this. I don't want this. We're kind of like cock blocking ourselves. We're energy blocking ourselves for what is already there in the field. Rumi's poem, in the space between wrong or right, there's a field. I'll meet you there. And so you can put things in the field too. And then you gotta let it go. Let's sit with that for a second, shall we? Shall we meditate? So when I meditate, I like to use the Vipassana principles, Vipassana purification meditation. It is allowing yourself to feel, notice the craving and aversion, and letting it go in the body, because the body holds sensation, right? So this morning I woke up and I was doing my morning energizing questions to bring my mind in a really beautiful state. Instead of going to the issue, the sadness, the irritation, what do I got to do? I've been reading the book, Awaken the Giant Within. I'm on chapter 11, but a couple chapters back it was asking great questions and noticing that our mind is always in questions. And, why did we end this way? My past relationship. Why can he not see? Like those questions, don't bring me to a good place. And I noticed today when I was asking myself some questions, I went through it, I felt it, but then something that was on my mind and irritating me came up, and the intensity of the sensation that I felt in my body, I was like, wow, that was like quick, boom, direct, felt sensation. What questions do I need to ask myself? What do I need to bring my focus to feel that type of intensity of sensation in my body? So that's my pondering thought today. I don't have the answer yet, but I was like, wow, if I'm thinking about this person and their actions and what they're doing, and it's creating such a force within myself, what in my life is exciting me to that extent? What in my life is like, oh, yes, this is juicy. I was like, okay, fine, I'm gonna go salsa dancing next Tuesday. And I would love to have a fabulous partner to go dancing with. And I was like, meh, it doesn't really 10x that sensation in my body. The other questions on the list are like, well, what can you do about it? What can I do to bring on that sensation? And that comes again to magnetism, not cock blocking the vibe. If I'm still thinking about all of this stuff, how can I bring in a person to explore friendship and union? All right, so let's begin our meditation. I know you don't have to sit in this posture. You can sit on a chair, you can sit however you wish. But it is important to have a nice tall spine. And I want to make sure that my hips, my shoulders, my ears are in alignment. So you are going to have a little contraction in your abdomen to make sure you don't fall down. And we think about the spine as this long column, this energetic superhighway of the spine. And I want to simply breathe up and down the spine, belly, rib cage, back of the heart. I'm going to feel the sensations from the top of my head all the way down to my toes. And I'm not going to push away thoughts. I'm going to notice them and come back to my middle path. I'm going to come back to feeling my present moment, my present now. Gravity, the ouch, the bugs, the sounds, everything. And just stay here, stay with it. In this open space, I am magnetic. In this open space, I attract. In this open space, I'm a conduit. In this open space, I am an antenna. In this open space, I give and receive. In this open space, I feel my energy, my inner G. In the field of pure potential. Coming to my third perceived failure. Not telling people what I'm doing. Not letting people know. I'll post things, I'll put a little blurb, I'll have a little thing, but I'm not really truly speaking to you. Hey, I'm doing a Chakra Breathwork training. This is why I do it. These are the problems that I see my clients are having. This is why they go through the breathwork, they go to the class, and this is how the training itself to lead breathwork, to be a practitioner of breathwork, to learn behind the curtain of the practice is great self-development, confidence building, and to lead them. Okay, I'm the lead magnet, but where am I leading you? Just like the dancing, when you have that palm to palm and that person, their hand is all like limp, it's like, where are you taking me? Or in your partnership, when you're wanting to submit and the man to lead, it's like, where's the vision? Where's the step forward? And I need to be that dance partner for you, to share with you where Chakra Breathwork can lead you. I know that when people come to my classes, they have a right now, right here felt experience. They feel it deeply. They have a benefit right now. And then days to come, in months to come, in years, a woman came to me. I separated with my partner. Your breathwork experience changed my life because it made me see that I had to ... She actually took the training. Women that I just met, relationships that I created. I want to work with you. Don't know what you're doing, but I want to work with you. What can I do to feel clear about how I express in the course that I'm taking? Let me adjust on these rocks on the riverbed. The problem proposition. What is the problem? But I feel like maybe you guys can help me here. Like, it's so vast. And it's so untangible. When women come to me and they share with me, I want to feel more connected. I want to feel more feminine. I want to feel more confident. I want to feel more clear. I want to feel a change in my life. I want to feel more joy. I feel like I'm stuck in sadness. And that really takes consistency and effort. And so I know what it takes. That daily mind routine, that daily mind workout, to create those new habits, to disrupt the narrative. If 45% of our thoughts daily are the same thoughts, you gotta change your thoughts and how it makes us feel in our body. Emotions are a remembering of a feeling that we had, a real intense feeling, joy, sadness, happiness, pleasure, a real intense feeling that we had, and we created a memory, and that memory is stored and it created an emotion. So I'm sitting on these rocks right now. What is it making me feel like? I could have a memory of Vipassana, going to the retreats, and we have Aditana, the strong sit, the hard sit, where you're not supposed to move for an hour, and it feels like you're sitting on river rocks. But what kind of emotion is that bringing up for me? It's this like, yeah, I fucking did that, this confidence. So I'm gonna sit on these rocks. We have to see that, and we have to create a disruption and know, okay, right now in my present moment, is that really fucking happening? No, it's not. Just 2 days, on Monday, I had a client. She is now 1.5 years out of a relationship. She has children, they're older, she has a new sense of freedom, she's financially stable. That's how a lot of women are right now in their 40s, wealthy, single. Children are leaving the nest. They have freedom. They have great knowledge of themselves. They have a happy relationship with their yoni. They want to be in really beautiful relating relationships. They don't have to live the role of the whole marriage thing all over again. They want to recreate what relationships are. And yet she is still attached to this feeling sensation of the 20 years of her marriage, of sadness, of lack of joy, that she goes to the sad parts of like, everything is beautiful, and yet I'm turning down the volume on myself. I'm turning down the joy, and it's like, what is wrong with me? Okay, if she takes and she comes to the breathwork, if she wants to do the breathwork, she did the microdose yum massage with me. What is it about the training that she could receive? What is the outcome? For me, that is the consistency of being there in the practice every week, feeling the emotions, addressing the emotions, the sensations, also feeling the pleasure. Chakra Breathwork creates a lot of pleasure and vibrancy of our life force energy. Working together as a team with women, building oxytocin, being in community, in group, having a mission, a journey going forward, and the accountability of moving forward in a container. I really feel like that's the sauce. We could be making pasta, food, recipes. Doesn't matter. It's the consistency in doing it together. Yes, I know the internal practices are important of like the disruption. Okay, there we go. Chakra Breathwork is a pattern disruptor. It disrupts your patterns that you're playing on loop. It scratches the record so you can put on a new tune. And that container is created to guide you along the way through knowing deeply your energetic body and systems through yogic philosophy, traditional Chinese medicine, Taoist philosophy, and the accountability of being held in a container. And we just so happen, by the way, get to do this amazing breath work that brings us into altered states of consciousness, that allows us to connect to the sky and be rooted below and vibrate in between and make our yonis juicy and this vibrancy of sexual energy. Sorry, it's just the presence, pleasure, and personal power. The yoni symbol, if you'll see my logo, this heart shape, it is a representation of the presence, third eye, attention, artistry, our focus, the pleasure, our breasts, our arms, our hands, our heart, our vibration out, feeling, ding, 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 and our clitoris, our womb space, our personal power, pain to personal power, and our GPS of our womb, our wisdom. I had a woman on my table the other day for a yum massage, 2 of them, not at the same time, but separately, and they've done so much work and they just have great relationships to their yonis. But are they allowing them to guide them in other ways? Mama Gina calls it the GPS, the great pussy in the sky. Erotic essence of nature. Come on, why do you think I'm here? Before I started to teach breathwork and I was just a student of breathwork, I was orgasming with trees. I was feeling it. I was lying there. I was hugging trees. I was breathing with nature, having phenomenal orgasms without touching myself, without self-pleasuring, being in nature. Come to Chakra Breathwork and orgasm with trees. That's what it is.